I work to perfect the body's ability to be able to function, doing things in alignment and making the body function to do things that perhaps it wouldn't be able to do if it didn't have training and be able to practice it really well with a lot of devotion to that particular modality. And I think in those days we called it Hatha Yoga, and that's the way that we address yoga from the perspective of doing it physically. And when I moved to Santa Cruz in 1977, I was introduced to Baba Haridas, and a whole new world opened up to me, that I discovered that it wasn't just about being in the physical body. It was another realm of yoga. It was about a deeper sense of being present in the moment. And my practice has deepened immeasurably as a result of being exposed to such a really inspired teacher. And I myself have some disabilities, which made it impossible for me to practice yoga, doing things the way I thought that it should happen physically. And people came to me from Baba Haridas's community that were in wheelchairs, and people who were very stressed, and they wanted to be able to practice doing yoga in a way that was safe for them. And Babaji asked them if they were interested in doing yoga in spite of the fact that they were disabled. And they came to me and asked me if I would teach them to do those things.
So what kind of disabilities do these people have?
Well, it ranges all the way from fibromyalgia, arthritis. Some people are dealing with joint disabilities, frozen shoulders. Some people have multiple sclerosis, cerebral palsy, and some illnesses that are more rare. But in general, most of the people that I see these days are dealing with stress-related illnesses, some neurological.
And there's another class that you also teach on Thursday evenings. What class is that?
That's the class that addresses people with stress disorders, I believe. I think of it that way. It's called restorative yoga. So I offer that class for people that are able to do other classes. And a lot of the people that come to that class are also teachers, or they're working in the community at jobs where they're offering their services to other people, but their lives are very stressed, and they
so
need.
It might also be somebody with mild injuries, also, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, physical.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Besides the stress. Okay.
Yes.
Of course, one goes hand in hand. We all know.
Yes. I guess I might be jumping to the conclusion of saying that they're under stress because I see the stress in their bodies. That's how I read bodies. I read people by seeing the stress-related things in their bodies. Mm-hmm. It's common sense movement in the body and awareness. And that's the kind of thing that we really have to keep in mind. It's not a religion.
So it's slowing down enough to become aware of what's going on inside of us.
That's exactly what it is about. It's not just something that we have to think that is something we have to be indoctrinated by. It's something that we want to just know about in our bodies. We want to be aware. And that's what yoga brings us to. It brings us to awareness. If we can just have awareness of where we are in our body, mind and breath. It's the union of body, mind, and breath. That's what yoga is about. And it just happens to be, in my mind, the best way to find it for me personally. And that's what I can share because that's my specialty.